Hello everyone. I know that we often have to ask ourselves, what should I use? The Succeeding at the Piano Second Edition or the All-in-One Approach? Hello Succeeding at the Piano teachers. I'm Dr. Helen Marlais, and I, like you, feel successful and happy when I teach with this piano method. I love the idea that my students love music and they want to be good at playing the piano. You might wonder to yourself, when should I use the core Succeeding at the Piano method and when should I use the all-in-one? I will answer that question shortly for you because I created those two approaches for different kinds of students. The students in my piano pedagogy class wrote a review, and it starts like this. The Succeeding at the Piano method is a holistic approach based on the idea that an effective piano teaching method offers the means to build a well-rounded musical foundation for life by engaging all aspects of the person, the ears, the hands, the mind, and the imagination. From the prep level up through grade 5, there are core components that are introduced and reinforced in overlapping ways that produce a synchronicity of musical growth. These core components are reading and rhythm skills, an understanding of theory elements, musical creativity and imagination, expressive playing supported by detailed attention to technique, ear training, musicality, and a commitment to and ownership of mindful practice habits. SATP strongly emphasizes all these components and clearly guides the student with effective tools and musical ideas so that the student can gain independence from the teacher and understand how to advance his or her own practice and study. The Succeeding at the Piano method teaches bite-sized portions of technique, reading, practice strategies, touch releases, and rhythms in each unit. These very doable portions with plenty of guiding tips encourage the student to put all these important components together to express musicality right from the start, even in the simplest pieces. You can see the full review on my YouTube channel. I'm in a blue suit and a white shirt, and it's titled Pedagogy Class Review of SATP. So to get back to the question, teachers ask me, when should I use the second edition and when would it be better to use the all-in-one approach? The second edition has much more reinforcement of all the concepts, since there are 3 books in each level. The reading and technique systems in the all-in-one approach are slower, which means that the 7 books in the all-in-one approach seem to move at a slower rate than the second edition. Students move through the 7 all-in-one books and then can begin grade 3 of the second edition. And if using the second edition, students move through 5 levels before starting grade 3. It's really where both approaches merge, is when they start grade 3. I think that the all-in-one approach is especially good for older students and for transfer students who might come to us teachers with a few holes in their background. Whether students are young or older, this approach is fine for those who don't need much reinforcement of the concepts, and for those who will be working on more supplementary repertoire at the same time. The all-in-one is good for students who have a tremendous amount of extracurricular activities to do, because it's only one book that they have to think about throughout the week. The second edition, or the core I call it, is the traditional way of including several books in the same level, so that the series is a comprehensive learning experience for the student. There's a lot more theory activities, creative activities, composition activities, and pieces in the second edition. One huge plus of using SATP is that the technique is in the lesson book, so that the 2 facets of learning are completely combined, just how they should be. You really can't have one without the other. This means that families only need to buy 3 books instead of 4. Therefore, it's really up to you to decide which approach you would like to use. I like to use both in my studio, as you can see in my teaching videos with children. Also, if you would like to be part of our Succeeding at the Piano Facebook group site, please find it on the internet and join in. So let's go ahead and continue to share ideas and our love for teaching students and music, succeeding at the piano. See you later.